Hello, Bill Molyneux here for Bill's Wargame World with Operation Burma. Now, Operation Burma, for one thing, this is my first foray into the world of Burma. I've been wargaming since 7th, 8th grade. So, never done anything in the world of Burma, never been in a convention with Burma, and I have learned a lot between watching a few YouTube videos, Operation Pacific video, and all the wonderful emails and notes I've gotten from all of you. So one, I am sorry about saying New Zealand, Australian troops here, as they are not in Burma. Thank you for educating me. One of the great things about wargaming is learning about history. So, using Donald Featherstone's Battles with Model Soldiers, adapt the rules as you like. It covers everything you can think of, but these are very basic rules. The World War II rules in this, they're basic, but they're fun. If you're looking for a fast, fun game, and Donald Featherstone, he really would be considered the father of wargaming, where H.G. Wells would be considered the grandfather of wargaming. So, let's get going. My Commonwealth troops have to knock out as much as they can, and see what they can do. We're using the same basic rules, and this is my introduction. I guess I'll do a little. I've already done a video of the battlefield. In that jungle are our Commonwealth troops, and this is sort of a Japanese supply base. I guess we're just going to see. I've never used this Japanese mountain before. I don't even know what kind of rules to use to have them try to climb up it. All right, and several people told me to try to keep the video under 30 minutes, so I'll try to do that. Okay, I am starting turn one, and we are trying the move, shoot simultaneous system today, and not using the card activation. So, I've already rolled, and the Japanese will move first. So that's where we're at. They will move first, and I'm going to go ahead and move our Japanese. Our trucks are supposed to try to get off the table at the far end. Alright, I'll come back to you after I'm done moving. Alright, our Japanese convoy is headed out. Got a couple requests from a couple people, said try not to have as much tape measures and dice laying around. You know, I'll do the best I can. The videos at my home are different than the exciting Chucklehead games, so please remember that. My Japanese tank, since we're not under attack yet by any Australians, I did not move that, nor did I send out a patrol. So, I'm going to go ahead and move my Commonwealth troops, and I'm going to take the camera over to that side. Alright, well, I'm going to send these Bren carriers out, just like Rat Patrol, or if any of you have seen the Combat TV series with Vic Morrow, or Rick Jason and Vic Morrow with, there was an episode with Telly Savalas in charge of Jeeps, and he was Greek, I believe. So, think of these Bren carriers armed with Bren guns, extra Lewis guns, and Piats heading out. And then our jungle fighters. So this is my tribute to the Indian and British troops that fought here, and so many wonderful people sent me notes. There are no Australians and New Zealanders here, but they all have slouch hats for the most part. Alright, let's move these figures. I'll come back to you. Alright, the Bren carriers are heading out, and the way that rock cliff faces, I don't know if the cannon in the jungle mountain fortification can actually sight them. We are in the fire phase, So I'm going to go ahead, resolve our firing, and I'm going to do a hand grenade toss. We didn't use any hand grenades in the last couple games. I don't know why, even with the chuckleheads. So we're going to go ahead and try throwing some hand grenades in this Japanese bunker. Alright, we're going to attempt some hand grenades. So a hand grenade is simple in these rules. I did convert from D6s to D10s. I like the percentage number better than Donald. And I'll be honest, I'm not sure when Donald wrote these rules. D10s are just coming out with D20s for Dungeons and Dragons. So they weren't really as commonplace. So we're going to throw some hand grenades out here. And I need to roll an 8. Which we rolled a 5. So the hand grenade landed here. And I gotta find my hand grenade template. Hold on, everybody. Alright, so the hand grenade fell there. So it would have hit this one figure. We're gonna see if he's gone. And, well, shrapnel got him. Alright, so our hand grenade got one figure. And 9, that landed directly on the spot. So, oh my gosh, they're all dead. So, a perfectly well placed hand grenade. By the way, the Australians, pardon me, the Commonwealth troops are a 7 rating. So 1 through 7 is good for them. The Japanese are 1 through 5. So we threw some hand grenades out there. Rolling 2 1s is bad. That actually lands, it's a dropped hand grenade on the figure, affecting everyone around him. So we have fired our hand grenades. And our next, alright, now I'm going to do my small arms fire. I got 3 hits, but high saving throws in the bunker. And saved, and 1 dead. I'm going to randomize this here. 2, 3. So the medium machine gun got blown up, or shot. So that's all my firing there. Now you're probably wondering why the Japanese did not fire back. Well, when I rolled to see if they saw the Australians coming up, they were unprepared. However, everyone else from here on out, they know that they're under attack. So the initial attack that I did was an opening fire coming out of the jungle, and so that's where we're now at. And the Japanese, I gotta see if the Bren carrier can be sighted by the mountain fortress. Let's go over and check it out. Alright, in our mountain fortress, which is an old Navarone play set that I just had a shell in, but we're going to start firing stuff at those Bren carriers. And alright, I gotta find my smoke. So if everyone's wondering, the anti-aircraft battery gun, the gun got knocked out by those hand grenades. The way I position this mountain, they can't, the gun that's in the garage door, which now I have as a fire pit for that mountain howitzer, but we're going to activate the machine guns at least on the Bren carrier. I'm going to go ahead and roll those dice, and I'll resolve that so you won't be you won't get bored. Well, I resolved the fire. The Japanese unloaded everything they could from the mountain stronghold. The machine guns, everything fired down on the Bren carriers. No Bren carrier was destroyed. However, the lead one lost 2 figures. So I took out the 2 rear figures, so we have the driver and gunner still. And apologize. So they're there. And then I lost from fire coming out of the mountain. We lost 3 of our Commonwealth troops in the jungle, and they just spray fired, needing 1s and 2s to hit, and they scored a couple. I mean, there was a lot of fire coming out of this mountain, so I think we're going to be sending out a patrol. I'm going to roll dice to see who moves first and for firing. And we'll come back to you. Okay, the Japanese are going first. These trucks move 20, so they're already doing quite well. And try not to get in the camera. And now we'll be rolling to see who's firing first. With a +1 going to our Commonwealth troops. So there's our convoy, and they're trying to get off the edge. The knee mortar is here with a rifleman, and all right, so I gotta stop the camera. Maybe I don't. Maybe I can do this. All right, so coming out of the jungle strong point, our Japanese commander here says we got to get activated. So now I do have a Japanese sniper here, so we'll post him. Let me see if we get the sniper view. Alright, so my jungle outpost unit has come out. This is my sniper on the roof. And we're going to activate the figures in the mountain. I have an entire unit in there that's going to come out the front door. Okay, everyone. I hope everyone appreciates. This is sort of a weird thing, getting filming the mountain strong point. So that's our gun. This is the unit that's going out the front door. And then we have our 2 machine gun units. And then, of course, our observation team. So I'm going to go ahead and move this unit out the door. I'll come back to you. Alright, our tank has moved up to engage into the Bren carriers. Our Japanese squad is deployed out front of our strong point. Now what's left in the strong point is just the observer at the top, 2 machine guns at the next 2 levels, and then our 47mm mountain howitzer. And then along the Japanese lines we have just a knee mortar and a rifleman, and then our trucks trying to get off the table. I'm now going to move our Commonwealth troops and our salute game to Burma. And pause the camera here. Alright, welcome back. I had fun moving the Commonwealth troops. They are going into hand-to-hand combat right there. I wanted to resolve that with you present. So here we go. Our, oh wow, this Japanese soldier actually defeated him. All right, and our knee mortar guy right here is fighting, and oh, he gets just, he's gone. So this figure here has won his melee, and I'm just gonna do this, and that's where he's at. He's tough. So my melees are resolved the minute they get engaged into when they move next to each other. All right, now what's going on in the land of Bren carriers? All right, they spread out. So the one that can move, that has 2 losses, they can fire 4 dice with the machine gun, and then they have the driver. The 2 Piat ones are on the tank. Now, some of you are going to say this isn't fair, but we're rolling dice to see who fires first. And I have a couple Commonwealth troops I just noticed that are lost in the jungle. I didn't move them. Well, we'll go ahead and... By the way, I had a couple people say I needed to put lichen out, moss, and make it really jungly. And then I had a comment from someone that if I make it too jungly, no one will see the figures. So the table's not as lichen jungly as it could be. And we're going to go ahead and roll. And the yellow die is the Japanese. So the Japanese rolled a 4. And our Americans, or Commonwealth troops, rolled a 1, plus a 1 is a 2. So the Japanese will fire first. Wow. All right. I'm going to have the Japanese tank fire on that Bren carrier, and it hit it. I got to get my combat chart here for tanks. All right, the Bren carrier got hit. This one here, and it just got hit. And we're going to see Bren carrier's armor class is a measly 5, and so the Japanese rolled an 8. We have 5 crew members. We will roll the C, and 1 survives, and it wasn't the Piat. All right, I gotta go smoke that. Okay, so we lost a Bren carrier. I'm gonna go ahead and resolve the combat, and then I'll come back to you. I'm trying to make my videos so you don't get bored, because everything, I want to try to make everyone happy. All right, welcome back. I finished the Japanese firing. I poured a ton of Japanese fire into another Bren carrier and blew that one up. So they're down to 3 Bren carriers, but the other 3 have no losses. And then we lost 6 of our Commonwealth troops fighting here. This thing opened up doing 6 dice, and the sniper on the roof there, he actually took out a figure in the jungle also. Alright, I've lost 7 of my Commonwealth troops. The Japanese have lost, I don't know, it looks like almost 10 figures. I'm going to stop the camera here and resolve our Commonwealth fire phase. Alright, Operation Burma. Well, I had a heck of a fun time as a Commonwealth player. Grenades took this truck out with the anti-aircraft gun, and paybacks for killing the several Commonwealth soldiers that were here, Indian or British. And then this truck got hit by this Piat, and our Piat actually rolled a hit and smoked one truck. I rolled odd or even, and it went off crashing into the bunker, then they're both on fire. There's one Japanese and one Commonwealth soldier in that anti-aircraft bunker. Our other truck is fine. And then we need to focus on the other side. I'm going to change our camera angle. Okay, I don't know if you can still hear me, but our P-out from there fired here and took out the Japanese tank. And then I had some Bren fire, which was enough to kill 2 figures from this squad, or I guess it was 3. And that's it. I did fire from way back there with those guns firing up on the mountain strong point, and I scored no hits. So all that heavy cover in both directions, just too much on the saving throws. Alright, let's pause the camera and go to our next turn, turn 3. Alright, turn 3, the Commonwealth move first. They're going to go ahead, and you know what? They're a +2 in hand-to-hand combat. I'm going to have him immediately go in with the bayonet, and this time our Japanese private, just carrying a rifle, is eliminated. So that's how hand-to-hand combat works. So he had an 8 against a 4. I have a lot of wreckage on this table in just a couple turns. Now, I'm going to go ahead and move everything for the Commonwealth forces and then come back to you. Alright everyone, start off with, here we have our line of Commonwealth troops. I kept that unit in the jungle at the edge, so they'll get protection, a better saving throw. Alright, some of you are going to say this is a crazy idea, but I lined up the 3 other Bren carriers, and we got one on fire in the middle, then the other 3, and they're just going to try pouring tons of fire into the mountain strong point. Yes, they get saving throw all the way like 1 through 8, but I'm hoping between the Vickers guns that are mounted on them and the Bren guns with loaders, I'll put out enough firepower to reduce that if I roll first for the Commonwealth troops. I now have to move our Japanese. Alright, welcome back everyone. I have moved this unit up to try to take fire there. I left our heavy machine gun team, which, alright, I really messed up on the placement. I have a heavy machine gun team with, I never cleared the field of fire. I know. You know, if this was a convention game, I'd have people like going berserk on me about it. What do you think I should do? We gotta say they must have had cleared the field of fire a little bit. So the great game master hand has come through, and we have a field of fire. There's no way the Japanese would build a bunker system in there with no way to fire out. Alright, now you're gonna really, I hope someone will have a sense of humor. I did the Japanese bonsai charge bonus move with, and I'm going to attempt hand grenades in the Bren carriers. However, I have to roll to see if the Japanese get to fire first. So, I'm going to roll the dice right there, I guess. And it's a risk, because there's no way those Japanese infantry will survive. And where'd our camera go? There we go. Alright, the Japanese roll the 5. The Commonwealth troops roll the 9, and they get a +1. So, alright. I took a gamble. I was really thinking some well-placed hand grenade shots, that close range. All the British troops are going to fire first. So, Let's see what happens. I'll come back to you. All right, our firing is completed. Very disappointing. The Japanese bonsai charge I sent out there, the Bren carriers made short work of them. And, you know, I'm using a different fire system. And I know there'd be people complaining on both sides. But I wanted this to be fast and quick. Over here, we lost several more Japanese because they failed to fire first with the initiative. I could do simultaneous fire also, but for tonight's game, I did it this way. And now the Japanese are going to fire back. I do have quite a bit of firepower in the mountain strong point, and I have my sniper. Our sniper missed. He rolled a... Alright, so the sniper missed firing out there. I don't know how he could miss. I got 3 rifles. One's a hit. And then 2 saving throws. Ooh! We lost 2 of our Commonwealth troops. Oh, I've been doing the combat off camera just not to take up as much time. I'm going to pause this and come back to you. Welcome back, everyone. Alright, the mountain strong point... we had a lot of firepower coming out. We're down to 1 Bren carrier. So we lost 2 more Bren carriers. They're getting chopped up. I think it's not too good there. I lost several more of my Commonwealth troops in the jungle. I'll pause the camera and bring you over there. Okay, my British... Indian, Gurkhas, no New Zealand, no Australians. Sorry about that again, everybody. I'm learning a lot from all of you. So, the heavy machine gun only moves 8 inches, and it's lumbering along. I really probably should have... It's out here, the fire support team for it. I probably should have waited, because even though I got to fire first... I lost several more figures here. We're going to try to take... I don't think I have enough figures to take the mountain strong point. But just about everything here is cleared up. We have a sniper, 4 more there, and 2 left of the truck detail. The truck is stopped, by the way. Alright, I'm going to give you a view of the mountain strong point from inside. Hold on, everyone. Okay, here we are with the 47mm gun. See if I can make that bigger. All right, there it is. And by the way, these are really cheap on Amazon. You can get... There we go. I think it's 12 of them for like 10 bucks. Really great deal. You can use them for a lot of things. So, our next floor is empty. That was my squad, a support squad. And then we have this is a 12 die heavy machine, or this is the 8 die medium machine gun team. And then we have, that's the 12 die heavy machine gun. And then we have the observer. So really all I have is a couple machine guns and that mountain howitzer. So we're going to pause the camera here and prepare for the next turn. Alright, I'm going to roll die to see who moves first. And that's the Japanese. They rolled a 7. Commonwealth troops rolled a 2 with a +1. Alright, my plan... You know what? The Japanese... I guess I just need to hunker down with them. I only got a handful of figures left. Here's my tape measure. And plenty of movement there. So they're here in the... There we go. By the way, it's a Thursday, and the Gettysburg area gamers, we always met on Thursday nights. So I'm keeping these three figures in the jungle. They get a better saving throw, and you can't see them because I forgot to move the camera. And we got tons of jungle here. They're right here. Playing this, I'm glad I didn't put out all that lichen moss. Alright, I have really no Japanese to bring out of the mountain at this point. And I have no rule for the Bren carrier to drive behind the mountain, so as the evil game master, I'm going to say there's cliffs and all, and they can't drive around it. By the way, this backboard was gifted to me by Walt Leach of the Chuckleheads. It's actually a Gettysburg backboard, but it works fine for this. Alright, Japanese are done moving. Let's get these Commonwealth troops going. And I have a plan with that Bren carrier. Okay, no guts, no glory. I can't wait to see who's going to tell me I'm an idiot for this. But I drove that Bren carrier, which is carrying a Bren gun and the Vickers machine gun right up to the front of that bunker where that mountain howitzer is. And I'm going to pray that they can fire first and spray that gun crew and kill them all. And as I'm saying, no guts, no glory, sorry, it's not Australian. They are Indian, British troops, and no guts, no glory. I'm going to move my heavy machine gun, which lumbering along in the jungle with this heavy machine gun has been a real pain in the butt. Should have more Bren guns. We are going to go into hand-to-hand combat. Right off the bat. And I'll resolve these. Dead Japanese, and dead Japanese. Alright. These Commonwealth troops all get a +1 on their attack. So he cleared out all those Japanese. And oh, I'm sorry. I'm supposed to be pausing the camera while moving. So I'll do that. Or, well, coming up to here. Here. Now, I've got the heavy machine gun. P out moved. Forgot about this fella. And plenty of movement to get up to here. Alright everyone, I'm doing a full attack on this position. I'm going to pray that all these attacks are going to work because I'm going to roll for the Commonwealth troops to fire first. Our Japanese movement. Done. We're done. Alright, here we go. And we have a Commonwealth 10, which becomes an 11. The Japanese rolled a 3. So, the Commonwealth troops are going to fire. We got a ton of Tommy guns firing there. And saving throw. Failed. Failed. And alright, I didn't risk hand grenades because I don't want to roll a 2 and lose the last few figures on this flank. So with firing done there, we cleared that out. Now I still have a sniper up there. Now my heavy machine gun, it moves so it can't fire. It's out of range for the Tommy guns. So the sniper is still there and there's nothing I can really do about it. Well, wait. I have 303 British Enfield firing here. And I missed with a 10. And the Bren gun. The Bren gun scored 1 hit on our sniper. Now, what do you think? Will he make his saving throw? And he does not. So the Bren gun blazed away. So I have cleared all the Japanese out of the strong point here, or out of the jungle headquarters building, or whatever it be, supply depot. And now is the big chance here. I'm going to pause the camera, move the angle over. All right, our Bren gun is firing into that. Get out my rule sheet. It's bunker strength. All right, but I got one heck of a lot of dice coming in. It's a bunker level. Okay, so one handful, two handfuls for 7. Those, I got 5. I got a total of 5 hits. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Rolling on saving throws. 3 are dead out of 5. And I can't remember how many are in there. Come on, let's go look. All right, so down in here, the great... We lost... Oh no. No, there's... All right, there's a leader still in there. All right. But that was everything. So... The gun, sort of operational with a leader, but that's where we're at. All right, that Bren carrier unloaded everything. We're going to see. I'm sure it was loaded. We have 1 leader there to fire it. It needs a 1 through 5, and we rolled a 2. All right, so the shell may have... See if it's any chance it'll... You've got to roll a 5 or higher and add 1. The Bren carrier is gone. All right, Okay, everyone out there, I've never used Bren carriers before. Now, I think 15 years ago, the Gettysburg area gamers had an Arnhem game where Josh Warliff, the 3D printer king, drove his Bren carriers into a batch of 88s or something and got totally whacked. But that was a gamble. If I had killed the last remaining gun crew person there, that leader, that Bren carrier would have been fine. My losses are getting substantial at this point. I've lost all Bren carriers. I'm going to count up my figures. Okay, everyone. In my opinion, at this point, I think my Commonwealth troops have performed valiantly. Yes, I probably gambled way too much with the Bren carriers. I was just really hoping for firepower effect. So, the jungle outpost is on fire. And I don't want to risk any more losses at this point. And I have no mortars, and I do have a heavy machine gun. But with the firepower and bunker level of the cave structure, I think we're going to say this is going to be it for this game. Really interesting. I don't know what I need to do about that heavy machine gun. Dragging that through the jungle is just a chore. The Bren carriers, they were fun zipping around Rat Patrol style. The Japanese are pretty much gone. There's no way I think I can take the mountain strong point with those heavy machine guns in it. Once I get closer, my Commonwealth troops will get gunned down. So realistically, our fun beer and pretzel Donald Featherstone game, salute to our troops in Burma. We're going to say pretty much a major victory for our Commonwealth troops. Would have been a super victory if they could have taken that, but with 14 figures left and a heavy machine gun team, there's no way, because I'm going to have them climb the mountain, which would be impossible. All right. So I'm going to say that's it for Operation Burma. I'm learning a lot. Leave lots of comments. And please don't pick on me too much. I really thought the Brun carriers would have poured more fire out there. Stay safe. Be kind. Be courteous. And it took an hour and 45 minutes to play this. Thank you.